Welcome back to Not So Average Gaming. I'm Kip. Let's do this. Welcome to the first episode of the Binding Coils of Bahamut. Now, this is one hell of a place. If you've been in here, you know how much of head-pounding frustration this place can be. But it's also a good place to bond for you and your party members. Before we step into the Coils of Bahamut, you need a checklist. First, a good leader. Now, I've seen people, pug this, and it is puggable, do not get me wrong, but it's best to have a static group. Your static group should be compiled of a composition. Now, this composition is completely up to you guys. Me personally, I've switched around a bit. The dual bard comp's not bad, dual black mage ain't bad, but I like having a summoner in my group mixed in with one melee. One melee, a summoner, a bard, and a black mage. Two healers, which is white mage, and a scholar, and either two paladins or paladin and a warrior. That's the comps I like to go with. Everything else is up to you guys. It really comes down to whatever you prefer. Next on the checklist will be about your gear. Now we're only going to talk about turn 1 for right now. Turn 1 can be done in AK gear, Ampedor Keep, and can be done in predominantly Dark Light. So that's the gear check right there. Just as long as everyone has the Relic, DL, and a decent amount of AK, you can do it. Especially with a good team. You can definitely do it. But it's wise to just go in there, everyone full Dark Light. Especially if you want to progress throughout the coils. You need to start working on your Mythos set as well. But let's carry on. Now, make sure to bring the food that you need best. Also, make sure to start working on your accuracy. Accuracy is definitely going to be needed, especially with the cap right now for turn 4 is 475. When it gets to about turn 5, I believe it gets to 482, but it's best to have 490. Personally, I like 490. But let's just proceed to turn 1 right now. Let's just start talking about it. First boss, ADS. ADS will cast an ability called High Voltage. High Voltage will be the very first skill it casts when you first aggro it. So you have to make sure a bard is there, ready to silence. Bard is very useless in Coil. Did I just say useless? Did I really just say useless? Oh lordy, what did I just say? Done. Forget it. Done. Fuck this. Done. Okay, I'm back. Bards are useful. The most useful class in the game. Very useful. I just stress that very hard. Useful. But anyways, you basically want your bard to silence right away. Personally, I like having the gladiator, which is going to be the paladin, of course. I like to have them doing the silence more than anyone else, but the first silence will always be taken care of by the bard. Now, it's up to you what you guys want to do. I like to have my paladins practice because of turn 2. I like to have both my paladins practicing the silence rotation. Now, it's up to you guys what you want to do with the high voltage, but make sure to silence that high voltage. You have to, because if it goes down, it's an AoE blast that'll do about 2k damage to everyone. Alright, it's unavoidable. And you will gain paralysis. Paralysis is annoying because every time you're about to cast or do anything, you freeze. It's paralyzed. It's pretty much what it is. So, let's continue. Next abilities for the melees. This includes your tank, dragoon, or monk. So, it casts an ability called Repelling Cannons. Now, it's just a little mini AoE around the boss itself. When it starts casting, it's an instant thing, so when you start seeing it cast, you run out of it. Just run indicator, learn to dodge. L2 dodge. Alright, the next ability on the list will be Piercing Laser. I'm charging lasers! That ability is pretty freaking cool. It's just easy to dodge. You just move. That's it. It'll be one strip of red going straight down. Red indicator, just dodge. Simple as that. You get hit, you're going to take some nasty damage. Other than that, next would be about a minute into the boss. It's going to be spawning ads. Now these ads can be picked up by your off tank. So that comes into the strategy. Alright, now remember that rotation, guys. High voltage, repelling cannons, piercing laser, and then back to high voltage. But it will be spawning ads as well. Now these ads should be picked up by your off tank. It is on the other side of the room. It'll be all the way on the south side. So your off tank should be sitting there. The melee will not be heading over there. The melee should stick to the ADS, but the ads should be taken down by all of your range. All your range should turn around and just take it down. That's why I personally like to have the paladin silencing, because it doesn't take away from the bard having to turn away from the ads. So it can stay on the ads while the melee and the paladin can take out ADS while the ads are being taken out. So that's how I like to personally do it. It's up to you guys on how you want to do it though. You can have the bard switch between, but it's up to you guys really. Just make sure to take down those ads. For a few minor things, the boss itself, you only have about 4 minutes to complete it, otherwise he will self-destruct and kill everyone. The nodes, which would be the ads, they cast a gravity ability where it just slows people, whoever's inside of it, so you just gotta be careful because it will slow you and then the boss will turn around and piercing laser. So just be careful on that. So that's really it for ADS. Once you complete it, it's a lockout, so you won't have to fight ADS again till next week. So let's continue and we get to fight Caduceus, the snake boss. That about wraps it up for this episode. Stay tuned for Caduceus and the monk guide right after that. But guys, thank you for supporting my channel. I would love to reply to you guys, but the YouTube comments is still not working. I've submitted a ticket, still nothing. So hopefully that gets worked out very soon. It's about 2 weeks now. But make sure to add my Twitter and my Facebook, message me. Any questions you guys have, just let me know. Thanks guys.
Ho 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 ho. Like and subscribe to this channel and this video.
I came in like a red